the sound of my voice. Move by the light, make a choice. Listen to my voice. I got something to say.
This is your Resolve to Read daily reading. It's August 3rd, and we're reading from the books of 2 Kings, 2 Chronicles, and Jeremiah. After all this, when Josiah had set the temple in order, Necho, king of Egypt, went up to fight at Carchemish on the Euphrates, and Josiah marched out to meet him in battle. But Necho sent messengers to him, saying, "What quarrel is there between you and me, O king of Judah? It is not you I am attacking at this time, but the house with which I am at war. God has told me to hurry, so stop opposing God, who is with me, or he will destroy you." Josiah, however, would not turn away from him, but disguised himself to engage him in battle. He would not listen to what Necho had said at God's command, but went to fight him on the plain of Megiddo. Archers shot King Josiah, and he told his officers, "Take me away, I am badly wounded." So they took him out of his chariot, put him in the other chariot he had, and brought him to Jerusalem, where he died. He was buried in the tombs of his fathers, and all Judah and Jerusalem mourned for him. Jeremiah composed laments for Josiah, and to this day all the men and women singers commemorate Josiah in the laments. These became a tradition in Israel and are written in the laments. And the people of the land took Jehoahaz, son of Josiah, and anointed him and made him king in Jerusalem in place of his father. Jehoahaz was 23 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. His mother's name was Hamutal, daughter of Jeremiah. She was from Libnah. He did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, just as his fathers had done. Pharaoh Necho put him in chains at Riblah in the land of Hamath, so that he might not reign in Jerusalem, and he imposed on Judah a levy of 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold. Pharaoh Necho made Eliakim, son of Josiah, king in place of his father Josiah, and changed Eliakim's name to Jehoiakim. But he took Jehoahaz and carried him off to Egypt, and there he died. Jehoiakim was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 11 years. His mother's name was Zebedah, daughter of Pedaiah. She was from Rumah. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, just as his fathers had done. Jehoiakim paid Pharaoh Necho the silver and gold he demanded. In order to do so, he taxed the land and exacted the silver and gold from the people of the land according to their assessments. From the book of Jeremiah. Do not weep for the dead king or mourn his loss. Rather, weep bitterly for him who is exiled, because he will never return, nor see his native land again. For this is what Yahuwah says about Shallum, son of Josiah, who succeeded his father as king of Judah, but has gone from this place. He will never return. He will die in the place where they have led him captive. He will not see this land again. Woe to him who builds his palace by unrighteousness, his upper rooms by injustice, making his countrymen work for nothing, not paying them for their labor. He says, "I will build myself a great palace with spacious upper rooms." So he makes large windows in it, panels with cedar, and decorates it in red. Does it make you a king to have more and more cedar? Did not your father have food and drink? He did what was right and just, so all went well with him. He defended the cause of the poor and needy, so all went well. Is that not what it means to know me? Declares Yahuwah. But your eyes and your heart are set only on dishonest gain, on shedding innocent blood, and on oppression and extortion. Early in the reign of Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, king of Judah, this word came from Yahuwah. This is what Yahuwah says. Stand in the courtyard of Yahuwah's house and speak to all the people of the towns of Judah who come to worship in the house of Yahuwah. Tell them everything I command you. Do not omit a word. Perhaps they will listen and each will turn from his evil way. Then I will relent and not bring on them the disaster I was planning because of the evil they have done. Say to them, 'This is what Yahuwah says. If you do not listen to me and follow my law, which I have set before you, and if you do not listen to the words of my servants, the prophets, whom I have sent to you again and again, though you have not listened, then I will make this house like Shiloh, and this city an object of cursing among all the nations of the earth.'" The priest, the prophets, and all the people heard Jeremiah speak these words in the house of Yahuwah. But as soon as Jeremiah finished telling all the people everything Yahuwah had commanded him to say, the priest, the prophets, and all the people seized him and said, "You must die. Why do you prophesy in Yahuwah's name that the house will be like Shiloh, and this city will be desolate and deserted?" And all the people crowded around Jeremiah in the house of Yahuwah. When the officials of Judah heard about these things, they went up from the royal palace to the house of Yahuwah and took their places at the entrance of the new gate of Yahuwah's house. Then the priest and the prophet said to the officials and all the people, "This man should be sentenced to death because he has prophesied against this city. You have heard it with your own ears." Then Jeremiah said to all the officials and all the people, "Yahuwah sent me to prophesy against this house and this city all the things you have heard. Now reform your ways and your actions and obey Yahuwah your God. Then Yahuwah will relent and not bring the disaster he has pronounced against you. As for me, I am in your hands. Do with me whatever you think is good and right. Be assured, however, that if you put me to death, you will bring the guilt of innocent blood on yourselves and on this city and on those who live in it. For in truth, Yahuwah has sent me to you to speak all these words in your hearing." Then the officials and all the people said to the priest and the prophets, "This man should not be sentenced to death. He has spoken to us in the name of Yahuwah our God." Some of the elders of the land stepped forward and said to the entire assembly of people, "Micah of Moresheth prophesied in the days of Hezekiah king of Judah. He told all the people of Judah, 'This is what Yahuwah Almighty says. Zion will be plowed like a field. Jerusalem will become a heap of rubble. The temple hill a mound overgrown with thickets.' Did Hezekiah king of Judah or anyone else in Judah put him to death? Did not Hezekiah fear Yahuwah and seek his favor? And did not Yahuwah relent so that he did not bring the disaster he pronounced against them? We are about to bring a terrible disaster on ourselves." Furthermore, Ahikam, son of Shaphan, supported Jeremiah, and so he was not handed over to the people to be put to death. Now, Uriah, son of Shemaiah, from Kiriath Jearim, was another man who prophesied in the name of Yahuwah. He prophesied the same things against this city and the land as Jeremiah did. When King Jehoiakim and all his officers and officials heard his words, the king sought to put him to death. But Uriah heard of it and fled in fear to Egypt. King Jehoiakim, however, sent Elnathan, son of Achor, to Egypt, along with some other men. They brought Uriah out of Egypt and took him to King Jehoiakim, who had him struck down with a sword and his body thrown into the burial place of the common people. This is the word of Yahuwah. Thanks be to God.